Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? I'm boycotting shaving. Well, no, I'm not really. I've just been lazy, so I'm probably gonna shave after this video. Just got back from work. Anyhow, I wanted to review a couple things that Eric from Bloat Games was nice enough to send my way. And he's got the Survive This Zombies, and he also sent me the Zombie Hack, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is kind of based on the Black Hack, which is something I haven't actually read. And I know he's making a White Hack, Zombie Hack as well. Uh, so just want to go over these a little bit and give you my impressions on them. Go with the negatives really fast first, just to get things out of the way. I think they could have been a little stronger editing. I think there's a few little minor things here and there, but I'm a stickler. That's just kind of like minor niggles. And also there's a typewriter kind of font in this one in parts, which I don't like, and it's not a bad font. It's just me. So that's really about it. These games are not revolutionary. And I don't mean that's a bad thing. I just mean they're not big, giant games where you have to learn these incredible new mechanics and they're super complicated. These games are pretty much, when it comes right down to it, very OSR. They're very loose, fast and loose. They give you the basic framework. They're very simple and easy to run. In fact, I'm supposed to do a one-shot for a local game group in a couple weeks, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to run one of these. I can't decide which one yet. I'm leaning a little bit closer towards the Zombie Hack, but the thing is I might yank some rules from this one too. And you can do that. Both of these games really kind of impress upon you the fact that you can house rule them, and that's what they're based on. The artwork in these things is like awesome. There's a nice little screaming zombie. I think they call that the Screamer, another one of them. Just even here, the pictures everywhere in these books are just phenomenal. I'm trying to find something else here that's just floating my boat there, but just great stuff. Awesome artwork. The theme, he gives you this great big Appendix Z, kind of like the Appendix N in the Dungeon Master's Guide, except these are like the books, the films, the video games that you should check out to kind of get a feel for, like, different takes on the zombie apocalypse, because that's what these books are. These are zombie apocalypse games when it comes right down to it, and it gives you a very basic framework for running a zombie apocalypse game, and then you can take it whatever flavor you want to. I'm pretty sure it wasn't there, and I'm disappointed. Shaun of the Dead, pretty sure is not in this list, which it should be, if anybody's a fan of that movie. Anyhow, well, I'll go over them real fast, without giving too much, like where you just don't have to buy the book. But the Survive the Zombies is based, very much on like the old, white box D&D, basically as like a loose framework. There are some classes in here, and you all start out as survivors. The survivors start out with 2d6 hit points, and if you make it past that being a 0 level survivor, like, oh my god, the zombie apocalypse happened, if your character makes it past that, then they get to choose a class. And the classes are pretty much things like, I think there's a leader, there's a fixer, like the guy that can fix the car and jury rig, a bunch of stuff. There's a person that's kind of more of the zombie killer, and they got a little bit of a shtick where they can, kind of go a little bananas and shoot a bunch of zombies at once, which is kind of neat. Kind of an outdoorsy type person, I'm forgetting the rest of the names of the classes, but not that important. It gives you a basic framework of some types of people you can play, and each one has advantages and disadvantages. And not so much disadvantages, really, when it comes right down to it. It's more advantages, like what other things are they good at. He's got a real simple system in here for ability checks, and give you some basic kind of target numbers. This is sort of like a roll high system, D20 system in that regard, which is kind of cool. One of the things I love the most about this game, other than the fact that he starts out as like this 0 level survivor, is he gets rid of the wisdom stat, and instead there's a stat called survival. And it is a stat where you kind of spend these points, and you roll it just like any other stat. And it's to get re-rolls if you rolled badly. You're kind of like your last Hail Mary, but you have to take the second roll no matter what it is. And you can earn these back once per session. So you can spend a whole bunch, but you're going to run out of them sooner or later. So I just like that shtick. So that's really kind of neat. And then he's got a whole bunch of different sorts of zombies in here, from the relatively mundane to some that are a little bit more unusual. And he's got a couple, got some zombie type master sort of like voodoo things going on in here as well. So it gives you a basic idea. They got some armor. You've got the, if you survive long enough, then you've got a peg leg now. you can wear some armor and what have you, and that's just great stuff in here. So it's cool. Yeah, let's see. We got what do we got? We got Living Dead, walkers, runners, crawlers, you know, just kind of half a zombie at that point. Leader zombies, voodoo zombies, you know, fleshless speaking zombies, cool stuff. On this game, on the other hand, the rules are a little different. And because I've never read the Black Hack, it could be old hat to you people that have read the Black Hack. It uses the same 6 ability scores. It's got the same classes in here. You know, you got things, Slayer, Scavenger, that's one of the ones I forgot about. That's the person that's going to find your stuff. Pretty good at finding all that kind of stuff. I don't believe you start out as a 0 level survivor in here. I don't recall. Look at that's just cool. Eric's got a sick mind. This also has a list of like zombie hit dice, the same sort of thing. It uses some different types of rules in terms of like, you know, how you actually do anything. You're rolling under your ability score all the time. And that goes for attacks, that goes for, I guess it would be like saving throws, it would be even defense. You're really rolling under your ability score. It provides you with a bunch of, both games have like an equipment list. This game actually has a method for your equipment to finally break. And you have to kind of keep testing to see how good it is because it's post-apocalyptic. Your stuff is kind of wearing out at that point, which I really kind of find neat. Both of the games have some flavor text in there, like some little stories and stuff. And just, you know, here's some more little running zombies. You know, not all zombies are slow in these games. I like them. I think these are really cool. There's a little horror factor here. Just it goes on. These are really cool games. You know, like I said before, they're not revolutionary. They're not, you know, big complex systems. They're something like when you want to play a zombie apocalypse, and you're used to something like OSR. You know, you've got that kind of, you know how that kind of stuff works. This is sort of a turnkey thing. Like, oh, I want to run a zombie apocalypse. Oh, okay, I'll do this, and it gives you just boom. You know, even if you're not an OSR fan. These are really, really simple to learn. This is great for a one-shot, short campaign. I suppose you could do a long campaign with this, too, if you want to, if you can survive this. I bet you can't.